Hi everybody, this is Miss Sarah from the Fayetteville Public Library, and this is Kids Create, a short video where we show you a quick craft that you can easily do from home. Today's craft is called a found object collage. Have you ever made a collage? I love to make collages. Let me show you an example, okay? Oh, cool. So what you get to do when you make one of these is find some treasures. You could find your treasures outside. You could find them in a junk drawer. You could find them in your older brother's bedroom, if your mom says it's okay. And you could make a theme for your collage, or your collage could just be random. So this one that I made here sort of has an office / junk drawer theme. There's a keychain and some crayons, some clothespins, a big one and a tiny one or two, a rubber band, and some little pom-pom balls. And after you're done, you can put a little string on the top and you could hang it up somewhere. Now, this is just a box. Actually, you can see that it's from fruit leather that you can buy at the grocery store. So all I did was cut the top off of this box so that you have something to glue things in. And that's what we're gonna make today. So the supplies that you need to make a found object collage are scissors, glue, a box, and then paper so that you can give it a good background. The last and most fun thing that you need are little treasures. These could honestly be anything. In my example, I used a paper clip, rubber band, here's a googly eye. Yeah, so you can use absolutely anything to make these. So the first thing that you need is a box, and it can actually be any size box. It doesn't have to be big or small. This one's sort of on the small side. And all you want to do is cut the top off of the box so that you still have 4 edges. So let me just cut this real quickly so that I can show you. You may need a little help from your grown-up to get the edges cut off. And there you go. This is what you want your box to look like when you start your collage. Kids, let me talk to your grown-ups for just a second. Grown-ups, one thing that I love about this craft is it can really be fun for all ages. So if you have a little one at home, maybe a toddler who loves the idea of glue and scissors but cannot do that on their own, that's totally fine. You can already have those pieces cut and they can just glue things into the bottom of a box and it could be really fun. But if you have an older child, 3, 4, and then especially 4, 5, 6, going into preschool, you can be more intentional with this craft. So you could give them a color challenge and you could say, we're gonna make a red found object collage. So I need you to find however many things that are the color red. Or we are going to make one that is only from outdoors. So you're gonna go outside and you're going to collect leaves and sticks and rocks and you're going to glue those in a box. You can make the background of it green or brown so that it looks like the earth and it could be really cool. Or you could make a junk drawer challenge, or maybe even like an under the bed challenge. That would be really fun to help pull some random things that are out from under the bed. Or you could do something like soft and hard. So you could make them or have them find things in your house that are only soft or things in your house that are only hard. Anyway, you could really make this challenge or this craft into a fun project and kind of make it take up as much or as little time as you'd like. One note real quick about picking your box size. If you have a younger child, I would go with a bigger box size just because it's easier for them to manipulate and to put things wherever in the box, and maybe you can fill in details with them, and then that way you don't run out of space. If you pick a box that is this size, you have to be a little bit more intentional about where you put things, which is totally fine, but it tends to work better with a slightly older child. The first thing that you want to do is decide on a background. I used colored paper, and I cut the paper into different sizes and shapes. You can do anything you'd like for your background. You can even paint it. If you'd rather use paint than paper, go for it. Don't forget, if you're doing this with young children, you can tear paper instead of cutting it. Tearing paper is really good for those fine motor skills. After your background is ready, then you need to set out your treasures. What have you collected, and where do you want to place it in your collage? This is the fun part. Don't forget, if you have something heavy, it's probably better to use hot glue or tacky glue. Looks good. So what do you guys think about my collage? Let's see. I did a paper background. I had this funny little squirrel from a puzzle piece that has lost other pieces too, so he was available. I had a cute little Lego block, a butterfly sticker, a straw, a drinking straw, a crayon, a googly eye. Let's see, and you know, I had some things I didn't use, so you might not always use all of your treasures, or you might want to make more than one. You know, the fun thing about this is it can be interpreted in so many different ways by so many different age groups. The last step is to take a little string and just tape it to the top. You don't need to make it hard. Tape or hot glue, and you'll be done. You can hang it up somewhere fun and be inspired by your own creativity. Oh, parents, caregivers, one last tip. Sometimes with these heavier objects, it's a little bit better to use hot glue or maybe a tacky glue. I used Elmer's today, and you can see that my Lego brick is having trouble. That's okay, I'll fix it, but that's just a little tip for you. Also, if you have any people in your family that like to paint, they could totally paint instead of doing paper on the inside. It'd be awesome. Well guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you had so much fun. I hope you take this idea and you go make something super cool. I can't wait to see what you have made. This has been Kids Create. I'm Miss Sarah from the Fayetteville Public Library. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.